Quick tech update. Today is Friday, April 1st, April Fool's, but this is not an April Fool's video. So just want to give an update. I haven't done an update in a couple days, but last time I was talking, I wanted to update my Sharp WG-S30, which is like an e-ink notebook. The only thing it kind of lacks is a front basically a backlit or front lit screen. So my idea was to take a Amazon Kindle Paperwhite screen light, which actually is like a film that goes over the front of the e-ink screen, rip that off and put it onto my Sharp notebook. And I was bidding on some auctions for broken Kindles on eBay, and I lost it this Sunday. So what I ended up doing is I kind of rushed into getting the screen part from powerbookmedic.com that has the screens, and they're reasonable price, but I think the price went up. When I bought it, it was like $15-16. It went up a little bit, but the full cost was like $20 just for the screen, and it looks like it does have that LED lit front lit light guide. And that's arriving today. So I ordered it a couple last week, and it's arriving today. So that'd be kind of cool to see how that part works out. They do have an A and B grade, A being supposedly pristine and B being kind of scratched up but functional, which I'm kind of worried about, because the one thing I want pristine is that front film cover, so I can basically use it as kind of a screen cover for this, but it lights up. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how long it's going to take to do that modification, but I have all the tools. I just bought a new solder gun, and hopefully that works out well. The other tech thing I had going on is my older 15-inch MacBook Pro. This was the model before the unibodies came out, and it had a 7200 RPM 200 or 250 gigabyte hard drive in there, which was okay, but being that it's a Core 2 Duo and all that, it's slowing down. So I wanted to always swap it out with an SSD, and I had a 480 gigabyte SSD that I'd been using as an external drive, and so I put it in here, and I just literally installed this morning, or last night to this morning, El Capitan OS, so it's in there. And what I did is I took the internal hard drive, replaced it with SSD, and then got a optical drive adapter. Since I don't really use optical drive, I don't write. I'm always progressive in that stance. I always wanted to get rid of the optical drive. I use it once in a while for software and stuff that I can't help but get on a CD or DVD. But I use my MacBook. My Mac Pro tower for that now, because it has an optical drive on there. But anyway, so I swapped it out with an adapter to put the original hard drive on this side. So I have a 480 SSD here, and then a 250 gigabyte 7200 RPM drive. I thought about getting a bigger drive, like 500 or a 1 terabyte drive, to put it in there, because I kind of was thinking of using this computer as some media server or something like that. But I didn't necessarily feel like I wanted to spend the extra money. But basically, that whole thing kind of looked like this, the process. And when I was done, it basically looked like this right here, where that's the 480 SSD, and that's the 250 gigabyte original hard drive. I didn't format it. This one I formatted, the SSD I formatted, but I haven't formatted the hard drive, because I wanted to see if I needed any of the files on there. So anyways, now I'm gonna install Windows 10 on here, because 90% of the time I use Windows, even though it's Mac hardware. I still most of my software and most of the things I do is on Windows. Like my MacBook Air 2013, I use it primarily with Windows. So yeah, that's almost done, and that's going well. And the other thing that came last night, is Amazon Echo Dot, and with the Echo Dot, as opposed to the original Echo, you can connect it to your own speaker system. It's kind of messed down there, but I have a full-on surround digital Dolby Digital surround sound system with speakers all around, and that's the biggest complaint I had about the original Echo, is that it sounded okay and it was loud enough, but it just didn't sound great. It didn't sound like it didn't have surround or anything like that. So now you can connect it by a stereo mini jack in the back to your own stereo system, and it sounds great. So the original Amazon Alexa, I should call it Alexa, is now in this room, and now, you know, in this room it's just more like an alarm or casual music listening. So I don't care if it's really nice surround sound at this area. So that's that. And it's cool. I'm kind of playing around with the audio settings and the speaker placement and all that still. I also got, obviously you see my PlayStation 4 down there, and then I got the Move controllers because I'm kind of getting ready for PlayStation VR, which they just released the developers kit for the Microsoft HoloLens, and that's kind of cool too. So I don't know, I'm really a sucker for all these kind of tech toys and stuff. But the other cool tech thing going on in Long Beach is the Grand Prix, the Formula E as an electric Grand Prix, which is this weekend, and then on April 15th, that weekend, is the regular Grand Prix. Cool thing about the cars go around the track right here. Cool thing about the Formula E electric Grand Prix is that it's super quiet, whereas the regular Grand Prix is like super noisy. But that's going on today and tomorrow this weekend, and that should be fun to watch. And that is about it as far as getting caught up with all my tech things today. We'll go back into more writing stuff and getting my notebook. I've been doing a lot of journaling in there and a lot of writing handwritten notes and stuff like that, so that's cool. But that's it for today. Catch you later.